We are much aided at the Human Rights Campaign by incredible spokespeople. People like Mitchell Anderson and Greg Louganis and Candace and a number of others. One of my favorite people, we've become very, very close, and the reason I love this woman is that she was brought up in Hollywood and could have become anything. If you're going to grow something in Hollywood, you never know what your children will become. And she really had everything and could have done anything with her life. But in her coming out process, what she chose to do is to commit in a very deep way, in a passionate way, to civil rights. Is that a word? Yeah. Thank you. I'm very tired. This is our third convention this month. So it is my great pleasure to introduce my friend and a dear, you know, sort of employee of the Human Rights Campaign, Chastity Bono.
Thank you very much. Quite a sweet introduction. Where to begin? Well, I guess, I don't know if a lot of you know my story or not, but after many, many years of being dogged by the tabloids and having terrible things printed about me, and the only really true thing was that I was a lesbian, I decided to take the whole matter into my own hands, and I came out on the cover of the National Gay and Lesbian News magazine, The Advocate.
All right.
And that happened a year ago, this past April. Subsequently, as a result of that, I found that my eyes were open for the very first time to what's really going on in the gay and lesbian community. I mean, it's so interesting how, you know, when we're hiding in the closet, we're just kind of like living in with our heads in the clouds, and then all of a sudden you come out and you realize, you know, wow, we can be fired from our jobs just because we're gay. You know, we don't have the basic human rights that every other group of people has. And after I came out, I got many calls from different organizations to get involved. And David Smith, here from the Human Rights Campaign, called me up and asked me to get involved with the reintroduction of the Employment Non-Discrimination Act to Congress. And I remember after that call kind of mulling it over and discussing with my girlfriend and thinking, you know, if I do this, I'm going to become political, and I don't know if I want to do that. And I kind of thought coming out was enough. You know, do I have to go further? And I made the decision to get involved, and I flew out to Washington, and I just was completely blown away by the work that the Human Rights Campaign was doing, and what, you know, our treatment was in this country as gay, lesbians, and bisexuals. So after doing a couple other events for them, I came to Elizabeth at the end of last year and basically begged her to let me be a spokesperson for them. And she was gracious enough to allow that. And since then, I've been traveling around the country talking about the importance of voting and getting involved, and the political process, and coming out, and the Employment Non-Discrimination Act, and all of the things that are so important to the Human Rights Campaign, and just talking about all the wonderful work that they do and why it's so important to support them. And now it's like we're coming full circle almost, because on September 5th, ENDA is going to be added as an amendment to DOMA. And so I kind of feel like the work that originally got me started is totally come around, and we really, really need all of your help to try to turn a really bad situation into something that could possibly be positive. So, you know, thank you all for coming and being supportive, and, you know, keep up the good work. Thank you.
In just a few
Hello. How are you? Okay.
Whatever you do, don't get lost. So sweet. You're going to do a lot of involved.
I was going to say.
It's going to take time, and there are other issues right now that we can win, like, employment discrimination, and that the president, has been the most pro-gay president ever, in our history, and he really stands by us, and because, there are certain issues that we don't necessarily see eye to eye on, doesn't mean that, we can't be supportive of it.
How did you get involved in this?
Well, I originally came out publicly on the cover of The Advocate last year in April, and after that I got asked to get involved with them. They were reintroducing the Employment Non-Discrimination Act to Congress, and they asked me to come out to D.C. and be a part of that. And I think, when you're in the closet, you don't really realize all the injustices that are happening to gay and lesbian people, and once I came out and saw how, few rights that we have in this country, I couldn't really help but get involved, and the Human Rights Campaign does so many different things for our community on such a broad level that they really are tackling all the issues that I feel are important. So I came to them and wanted to get involved. Hey, Chris.
Can I ask you about your father's career in Congress, since he's a Republican, and how do you talk to him about his politics, and are the discussions, do you think you've changed his mind on any issues?
I don't think, I thought I had originally, I'm a writer for the magazine The Advocate, which is the largest gay and lesbian news magazine in the country, and I had interviewed him for that last year, at the end of the year, and he had said at that point that he would be for same-sex marriage. So he's kind of completely done an about-face, and though at that point I thought that I might have been getting through to him on issues like that and job discrimination, at this point I don't know, I really don't know where he's at. I don't know what is his personal feelings and his politics, because growing up with him and, him knowing at the age of 18, when I was 18, coming out to him, he was fine about it and completely supportive, and I think that he's, playing party politics, basically.
Have you talked to him about that vote and expressed your displeasure?
Nope, I haven't. I mean, the bottom line is that's the way he voted, and at this point I don't think that there's much swaying him, and again, I don't necessarily...
For the bill?
Yeah, he co-sponsored it, and I don't think that there's much to discuss, because I don't necessarily agree that that's how he feels personally. I really think that that's a political, move for him. I heard after he did the Advocate interview that he got a lot of flack from the religious right. So I think that he's kind of moving more in that direction to appease them and the rest of the party who's so unbelievably anti-gay.
But with all due respect, are you disappointed that he didn't show more courage on that vote?
Yeah, I am.
Do you discuss this with your mother much?
I do discuss it a lot with her.
What is her...
She's totally supportive, and she's great. So...
Since you have come out publicly, has your father in any way discouraged you from coming into his district, especially in an election year like this year? Is he concerned that since he is a Republican and needs to support the conservative vote, that you could hurt him politically?
You mean like going to visit him in Palm Springs?
Yeah,
or something?
that sort of thing.
No, I've never heard that. I mean, to be honest, I don't talk to him often, but I don't think that's something that he's necessarily concerned with. If it is, it's something he's ever expressed to me.
How often do you talk to him?
I don't know, a couple times a year.
Chas will be available when she's finished speaking. She'll be speaking for about 10 minutes or so. Yeah. So thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Jesse.